So my first spiritual experience, I grew up Presbyterian. I had no idea this was possible. But I was
Right there with you on the
right
side.
there. Yes, exactly. And I'm pregnant with my third child. It's right before September 11th. I live in DC. And I have a mystical experience. Again, I didn't even know that was possible. And my experience was I was in my daughter's nursery or what was going to be her nursery. And I have this encounter with Jesus, a face-to-face encounter. And he's about 3 or 4 feet away from me, kind of on this side of my body. And we're conversing. And first of all, it was more real than we all have heard this before, right? Like I could see with so much clarity, and his eyes were, I'll never forget them. They were just this beautiful blue, and I just wanted to dive into his eyes. But he had these pulsating waves of love coming off of him, and I could feel it, like it was hitting me. And I felt, I know. We can bring him in. We can bring him in. We'll bring him in. And then I'll finish my story.
Sitting here.
Story. Come here, baby. Come here, boyfriend. Yes, come here. Come join us. And I just felt these pulsating waves of love hitting my body. And it was like reverberating inside of me.
Right.
And I was kind of giving him the credit for it because it's Jesus, right?
Right.
Of course. And one of the things he told me in this encounter was, this is your inheritance. Like, our bodies are instruments, and they are meant to release the sound and the frequency of God.
Yep.
And that frequency, every frequency, carries the message of love.
Yeah.
And so I knew, so that happened in 2001, right? Right before 9/11. So fast forward, this is 10 to 15 years later. And first of all, after that experience, I thought, I'm in, right? I'm rocked up. This is awesome. And I got sick after that, which was wasn't expecting that. But so I'm in the middle of just being really sick, but I had this experience. I'm like, no, my body is supposed to be whole and healed and well, and I'm supposed to have energy. And I believed all these Bible verses, but I wasn't experiencing it. And I remember at the lowest of low, I was in my bathroom and I just collapsed. I was at a place where I could only eat about 7 or 8 things without reacting. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and drink it now. I had a glass of water, and I remember drinking a glass of water, and I could start to feel my throat close. And I'm like, I'm reacting to water.
Do you think you had like a lot of self-hatred of your body too?
Oh,
were you angry at your body?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my body was angry at me.
That's
it was both. And so I drank this glass of water, felt it close, and I was thinking, how do you live if you can't even drink water?
Hey.
And so I just burst into tears, collapsed on the floor, and I was like, I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die. I was like, if this is what life is going to be like, where do I go from here? What happened was, I remember crying out to Jesus, and I'm like, Jesus, you say, you're the great physician. I was bad. Mm-hmm. And when I get upset, I sometimes tend to blame. And so I was blaming him. I'm like, this is your fault. Like, you're the great physician, and this is on you.
Yeah.
And I literally felt his arm come underneath mine and lift me up.
Wow.
And I stood up, and he's like, okay, if you want to be well, I will guide you in this. And he led me to different doctors, even spiritual teachers, like that's where I met you. He led me to different podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever. Yeah. And so I was consuming stuff that way. I was obviously devouring the Bible. And, but then also he would say, go see this doctor, go do that. So I was seeing this doctor and going to her, and it was helping. And so I kind of came out of that low, but then it plateaued, and I really wasn't progressing, and I still wasn't well.